Andhra Chamber of Commerce. I welcome you all to this webinar on growth opportunities for Indian businesses with TATA I would like to welcome Mr. Shri Munish Bansal, the Regional Manager South, Tata Nexarc, and Mr. Saravanan, the speakers of the day, Mr. Jayesh Bharat, the Relationship Head and Industry Association, Mr. M.K. Anand, Chairman, MSME Subcommittee of the Chamber, and Mr. Prasanth Kumar, Co-Chairman of the MSME Subcommittee, the Executive Committee members. Good evening to all. As many of you may be aware that Andhra Chamber of Commerce is one of the leading chambers in India, and it has spread across 3 states, that is Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh, and it has got around 1,300 members and 25 product and trade associations affiliated to it. And the chamber functions through 16 subcommittees, that committees on direct taxes, indirect taxes, startups, export, import, foreign trade, MSME. So many subcommittees we have, and out of this MSME subcommittee, the head it's being headed by Mr. M.K. Anand, and we organize a program on every month. Actually, we were keeping the time slot, but due to COVID, it is just spilling across. One of the days we'll do it during the month. And this was, the program has been initiated by Mr. M.K. Anand. And this subcommittee organizes every month a program on topics of interest to the MSMEs. And today's program is one such program that we thought would be beneficial to the MSMEs. To give a brief about the program, Tata nexarc is a digital growth platform that enables emerging businesses to grow, solve challenges, and optimize processes. It offers a range of trusted product solutions and services to help businesses find new opportunities. It also gives practical tips and expert advice and gain new skills and much more. So already I think we have met a couple of months back with Mr. Jayesh and Mr. M.K. Anand at the President's office, and we thought that this would be a good initiative. And we have officially said okay, and then we have started circulating this to our members. And I think by now around 25 members have already been registered for this Tata nexarc platform, and we are happy about it. And this platform provides tenders, quotations, and business connections. Definitely, it would be very useful for the members. So Shri Munish Bansal at Tata nexarc would be taking us live through this digital platform today. And I request Mr. M.K. Anand to say a few words. After that, I will introduce the speaker. Do you have anything to say, Mr. M.K. Anand? You are on mute.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madam Vijayalakshmi. Good evening, everyone. It's our pleasure to host this program from Tata nexarc team of Bombay and Bangalore and Chennai. And as Madam Vijayalakshmi explained, that recently we have signed up with the Tata nexarc. Andhra Chamber of Commerce signed up with the Tata nexarc. Tata nexarc wanted to actually reach out to the MSME entrepreneurs and organizations to become part of their Tata Business Hub. It's called TBH, Tata Business Hub, where they would like to offer end-to-end integration and information exchange and knowledge transfer to the MSME entrepreneurs and organizations. So it's not just about knowledge alone. It is about integrating businesses, exchanging business opportunities to one another. And I'm very glad to invite the delegates from Tata nexarc. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah. So I would like to introduce the speaker of the day, Mr. Munish Bansal. Mr. Munish has joined Tata Business Hub a year back as a regional head. He oversees the operations of companies' initiatives in southern India, which include cities like Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Coimbatore. He carries an overall experience of 10 years in MSME space, having worked in Tally, ClearTax, and Intuit prior to Tata Business Hub. Today, he will share with us the company's overview and the services products which can help the MSMEs achieve faster growth. Over to you, Mr. Munish.
First of all, thank you, madam, and thank you so much, Mr. Anand, for inviting all of us. It's been a pleasure to meet all of you and the esteemed members as well. So as ma'am already shared, I will just quickly lay out the agenda for the rest of the session so that every member knows what exactly are we going to cover. So first of all, I'm going to cover in the initial 5 to 7 minutes the company overview. and related to the platform overview as well, where we will talk about one of the major modules that we have, which is tenders and quotations, and how it can help the MSME businesses. Then continuing the flow, we will also walk you through the applications that we have, which have been helping the MSME businesses who are already using these applications. And we will have the next 30 minutes or so, the walkthrough will be done of all these applications. And then last 15 minutes we have kept for question and answers, where anyone, if they have any queries to be asked, we have the team available for your queries, and then we'll be happy to answer those queries as well. Ma'am, if you can make Sarvana the co-host so that he can share his presentation screen.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Can I?
Are you able to share your screen, Sarvana?
Yeah. I think.
Sarvana or co-hosting. Yeah.
Great, thanks. Is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
Just a quick check.
Yes.
Yes, very much.
Okay, great. So we are going to talk about primarily the growth opportunities for Indian businesses with Tata nexarc. Tata nexarc is the newest venture out there from the Tata Group. It's just a little above 1 year old. And this company got incorporated in October 2020. And we are going to cover some of the important points of discussion over the next few minutes. And maybe, we can start off, Savana. So as I mentioned, this will be the flow. First, I'm going to introduce all of you to Tata nexarc. Then we are going to cover one of the important modules that we have for tenders and quotations, which will help the businesses find relevant tenders to grow their business. Followed by that, we will also talk a bit about business connections, how you can use the same for finding new potential partners. And post that, we will have a live demonstration of the applications that we have on our platform. In the end, we will also be covering the question and answer session for last 15 minutes. So as most of you would have heard about the Tata Group, it's a name that everyone knows in India. It has been 153 years of existence, and the leadership with trust that Tata Group has shown, whether it's Tata Steel, Tata Power, Tata Digital. So there are more than 100 Tata Group companies which are serving the needs of businesses in the entire country and the world as well. So what we believe in is giving is gaining. And our mission with the new program that we have, which is Tata nexarc, is to empower small and medium businesses across India and help them grow. I will talk more details about it in the subsequent slides. But these are some quick facts. It's the #1 trusted company in India. NSE and BSE, which are the fastest and largest stock exchanges in the world, have been powered by Tata technology. There are more than 1 million plus small and medium businesses across 100 plus Tata Group companies that are already associated with us. These could be associated in the form of our suppliers or our partners or our customers. 2/3 of the country's metro rails, flyovers, bridges, which is more around infrastructure, use Tata Steel. More than 500 million plus people have benefited from the power generated by Tata Power. And again, another interesting fact that every 4 out of 5 mobile subscribers across the world are using Tata fiber networks or internet routes. So these are just some quick facts about the scale at which we operate. Now introducing Tata nexarc to you. So this is the digital first organization. As I mentioned, it's been just above an year we incorporated this company. It is a fully owned subsidiary of Tata Sons. It aims to holistically address the needs and pain points of the emerging business segment. So we like to call the MSMEs as emerging businesses. That is what we relate to this term as a better term to use. Now, talking about the three major pillars that we have as the initiative from Tata nexarc, the first and foremost is grow business, right? So in this, one, you can find new customers. You can leverage the tenders and quotations module that we have in order to get connected to the new customers. I will talk about the tenders and quotations as well in the subsequent slides. The second one is you can create your own digital profile, and you can share the digital profile with anyone out there, and you can get noticed as well as you can stay connected. The third, again, a very, very important and a very differentiated offering that we have got on this platform is becoming a trusted partner through the Tata verification score. Now, what Tata verification score means is that depending upon the information, the details of the information that you will share with us, whether it's your KYC documents or your financial statements and things like that, we will be assigning a Tata verification score to your profile. So whoever carries a higher verification score will obviously attract more businesses to partner with. So that is something which we are doing here to be able to add more value to the profile that is listed. The second pillar is what we call is solve challenges. Depending upon the challenges that we had uncovered, which are faced by the MSME sector, these are some of the important things that we are trying to solve. The first one is getting access to the right information. So in this, we post articles on our platform, which are available to you free of cost. And you can go through these particular categories of articles which are showing you the latest information, and you can learn on a daily basis through these articles. The second one is you can also get advice through the trusted experts that we have. So we give the option of consulting one-to-one with the trusted experts, and these experts are none other than the industry experts that we have with the associations and with the MSME space already in India. The second one and the third one, which you can see here, are actually not live on the platform yet, but this is something which we will be launching soon. One is you will be able to get finance through our platform. The second one is also about the manpower that you may want to hire and then train. We have a platform by the name of nexlearn, which is already live. It has articles and courses varied across different domains. So that's already live as we speak. The third pillar is optimize processes. So what this includes is majorly the applications and the solutions which can help you accelerate growth in your business. The first one is engage with customers. These are applications like CRM, help desk, live chat to be able to stay connected to your customers. The second one is ensuring compliance. For example, we have a GST filing solution through TCS. We have an e-invoicing solution and many more. The third one is again something which is coming soon, which is improving the business operations around HR, payroll, and ERP solutions. We have more applications live on the platform, which again we will cover in the subsequent time. Now, talking about tenders and quotations, it is one of the important offerings and service that we are providing to the customers. So this basically connects the sellers and the buyers. And primarily for sellers, the value proposition around growing with relevant tenders for your business. And for buyers, it is around finding the verified suppliers for your needs, whether it's a raw material or a finished product. You can also post your purchase requirement on Tata nexarc. So first I'll cover the seller side. On the seller side, we have tenders from the government side. We have Tata Group company tenders. We have private corporation tenders and thousands of, again, businesses which are registered on Tata nexarc, who are also posting their requirements on the platform. So you can access all of these through the profile that you create. The second one is around finding the tenders that match your products and services that you are actually manufacturing or providing. And as per the location, automatically through our smart recommendation system, which is available to you in the dashboard when you log in. The third one is around receiving the top tenders that you can see in your email inbox daily basis. So you will get a very curated list about 10 to 15 tenders daily in your email, and you can think about applying to those tenders on a daily basis as well. On the buyer side, you can also post a purchase requirement in just simple 3 steps on Tata nexarc. You can receive responses from verified emerging businesses. This is also linking to the Tata verified score that we have. Then you can also initiate conversations with the other businesses on the platform. The most important part is that you don't need to publish your mobile number on our platform. What it means is you will not be spammed by multiple calls reaching you across various advertising companies. It happens through the platform. You can connect with each other, you can chat with each other, and then you can connect for business opportunities. The last one is you will also get instant recommendations of the relevant sellers for your requirement. And then accordingly, you can feel free to connect to them offline basis as well. Savanan, if we can, yeah.
Yes.
So here I will pass on the baton to my colleague Savanan, who manages the Chennai city for Tata Business Hub. And he, along with Ranjit, who is our Hyderabad city manager, are going to take you through these applications that we already have live on the platform. Over to you, Savanan and Ranjit.
Yeah, thank you, Munish. Thank you, Munish. So good evening to everyone who are present in this webinar. So I hope I am clear, I'm audible, right, Munish?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm just going to take you through what are all the applications which are all available in the Tata nexarc platform. See, as a Tata nexarc, as a TBH company, so organization, so we are developing applications based on domain wise. So to cover up a few things, to cover up the domain wise in operations, we have an applications, and in sales and marketing we have an application, and in HR domain we have an application, and finance and operations. So coming to the operations domain, we have a application which takes care of the billing, which is called Vyapar. And the next domain which comes under the inventory tool, which is called as an ARCA inventory management tool, and receivables management, which is just managing your receivables of your fund flow, which is called as a credit flow. And comes to sales and marketing, so it is called as WhatsApp. You can use our WhatsApp, you can use your business account WhatsApp as for marketing, which is called Vyapar. And coming to the HR domain, it pertains to attendance management, payroll, and everything, and that is comes under the application name is called UPI attendance. And coming to the finance domain, there is an application which is developed by Tata Consulting Service for filing GST. It is called TCS Ion GST solution. So I'm just taking you through the first application for billing, which is Vyapar. Okay, so now this is the image of Vyapar. So now Vyapar is an application. First of all, it is a cloud-based application, and it is the simplest application used for business accounting, wherein you can enter your daily sales, daily expenses, daily transactions that can be recorded in this Vyapar application, and you can manage your inventory level, so which can give you an alert if the inventory level for a particular SKU is going out of stock. That also which is quite possible in that. And coming to the next metrics of Vyapar is that you can generate invoice and you can share invoice on WhatsApp, mail, and SMS. And there has been an estimate, even an estimate also can be generated out of this. And the most important thing is that you can generate reports at the month end. Say, for example, if you wanted to generate a monthly report or a party-wise report, and everything sales performance report, everything you can generate it with this application. And the other most important thing is that you can download GST reports, which is ready-made available, and you can start filing in the portal. So, and with this application, you can start sending payment reminders. And in the payment reminder itself, there is a UPI link which can be associated so that the client or your vendors can click that UPI and they can start transferring the payments to you. So going to the features of this Vyapar. So as I was explaining, so business reports on your fingertips. So this Vyapar, as I told you, that it is a cloud-based application, and moreover, it is a application which is available both in website as well as a mobile application, both in a desktop and mobile you can use it. And the second so maybe when you are in the travel, you can access your mobile and you can start downloading your reports. You can start seeing what are the daily transactions which has happened. That is one of the most biggest advantages of these applications. And as I told you, that save time on counting stock, creating reports. I mean, there are almost 25 reports which can be generated out of this Vyapar application, and share invoice on WhatsApp and collect payment directly in the bank account from Google Pay or Paytm or any UPI app. And we can send payment reminders to your clients or suppliers or vendors to get faster transactions. And in the same application, you can generate invoice which will look very professional, and the invoice will be which will be with GST template oriented. So we have got about 6 templates, GST template invoice, which you can use it, and you can choose it among the 6. And GST filing, get ready-made GST reports. You can just download the report and you can just go to the portal and you can start filing your GST. And in this application, you can create an online store, which is more attractive here. So, say for example, if you are a retailer or something where you have a customer's base, you can create your own online store and you can start flashing it to your existing clients so that they can start making their they can purchase it from the online store itself. And the last feature is that here in this application, you can generate e-waybill, and barcode generation is also available during the time of inventory maintenance. So this is the overview of and highlights of Vyapar application. So with this, I am moving to the next application, which is Arca. So Arca, to talk about Arca, it is a very powerful inventory tool which is being used, which can be used in all the manufacturing segments. If I have to talk about manufacturing, it not only comprises of engineering segment. It can be any manufacturing industries, let it be hotel industry or hospital industry. This mainly solves the pain point of managing the inventory of the particular organization. And it not only solves the inventory module alone. When it comes to Arca, it has got 3 different modules in the application. So one is inventory module, and the other one is production control, and the third one is cost management. So when we talk about inventory control, so just to give a glimpse of it, I will take you through the tabular column. So inventory control gives an accurate information on the available inventory in each warehouses. You can use this application for, if you have n number of warehouses, you can club in all the warehouses in this one application. So on a fingertip, so you can see the stock level. And production level, again, it gives accurate information on consumption of the materials and the services and the production and cost of production. So cost management, again, it helps the emerging business keep track of that cost. What is the cost? What is the fuel cost? What is the manpower cost? All the cost applications, everything can be calculated in this. So now, if on deep diving into these 3 modules, first let's see about the inventory control. So under inventory control module, there are sub modules like where you can give a purchase order. This everyone knows that what is a purchase order against sale, which will be taken as a purchase order. And goods received is something that this is just an acknowledgement which we do it internally, say from department to department. So this is called as a goods receive module. And goods issue is something that where we have given it to the client, and it's just again an acknowledgement what we have taken. And again, goods request is something that again it is an internal department request, where for production we will be requesting for some kind of raw materials and the quantity of the raw materials. So again, that can be generated in this. And cycle count is something that where see, once the application is enabled and it has gone live as a system oriented, even we do have the option of taking physical stock on it. So maybe monthly or quarterly we can enable this. And again here, mobile barcode scan application is available during the in and out of the stock arrivals. So now coming to the second module, production control. So again, this comes under the bill of material. So bill of material, so this completely talks about what are all the materials or raw materials quantity wise it is required to do the manufacturing at phased manner. So we have in manufacturing, we have got different phases. So all this can be systemized and we can view it how many materials has been consumed, what is the quantity of material has been consumed at different phases. And now coming to the second module of production control is production control is this talks about majorly on what is the quality control and what is the wastage which is happening during the production process. Because most of the time as an organization or as a manufacturing company, we won't be able to measure what is the exact wastage which is happening. So with this production control module, that is also possible. And coming to the last third module, which is called cost management. Again, there is I'll take the first sub-module, which is called cost allocation. So cost allocation is something that at each level of process, what is the cost allocated? Say, for example, what is the raw material cost? What is the manpower cost? What is the fuel cost? What is the transportation cost? So you can see it at product level, what are the costs allocated. So based on that, once the product is developed, and we can see what is the cost of the goods, and we can, based on the cost of the goods, we can keep up our margin and what margin we can keep, and what is the profitability that we are generating out of that, and what is the sale order against, we can see what are all the sales we have received. So this as a complete 3 module which are available in this applications. So again, it is a cloud-based application which is mainly focused on inventory management. And now I'm going to the third application, which is called CredFlow. So CredFlow, if I have to give it in a nutshell, see, to talk about any organization, cash flow is one of the major we have to consider cash flow as the backbone of any organization. So normally nowadays all the organizations are doing credit business. So now here we are bringing a system and process oriented approach to approach these due vendors so that they can be reached on time. Because now it is going as a human process, we will appoint one manpower so that they will be in constant touch with the vendors or clients to check for the payment, whether it has got ready, can you make the payment today. So this application is something that it sends automated reminders every day to your parties, and the reminders can be set at a frequency level. Say, for example, if you wanted to set your reminders only for the parties who are due and which has not been paid, which has not been cleared the payment, so that parties alone we can send the reminders. And it has got it is not only sending the reminders, once the reminder goes, it gets integrated with the payment gateway. So by seeing the message and by clicking the link, they can easily make the payment. And again, here it is a web app and mobile app, both are available. And there is one more feature available in this CredFlow, is that insurance for invoices to protect them against bad debt with CredFlow Secure. So, but this will come with additional cost, which we will be discussing on that. And this has got a multiple device login as well. And highlights of CredFlow. So by using this CredFlow, it improves your cash collection and collection cycle as well, because this has got a systemized flow wherein the reminders would be going. Say you can set a reminders today morning by 10 o'clock, these many set of parties has to be contacted. So without fail, the reminders will go to their mailbox. So the reminders can be set in terms of recording, voice recording, SMSs, and emails. And again, you can get rid out of the human, traditional oriented, and we can get into a digitalized and optimized and process oriented workflow for, system with this help of Gridflow, and get real-time reports and actionable insights. So again, since it is a mobile-based application and a web-based application, so you will be able to see the real-time reports, like who are all the parties who are given the payment, who are all the parties who still were on due, and you can take reports DSO wise, outstanding days, party wise also. You can take number of days of outstanding also, number of days of outstanding wise also. You can download it and you can view it, and you can also reach out to the people if you wanted to reach out manually as well. And easy data entry via mobile app. Say for example, if your sales team or marketing team is on the field and who is trying to collect the cash, so easily they can do the entries and registrations from the mobile itself. Automatically, this will get integrated in the web app also, and it gets integrated with Tally also. So it is a integration between Tally and Gridflow. So whatever data entries which you people are making in the Gridflow application, which will get integrated in Tally, and whatever the entries which are getting made in the Tally also, which will get integrated in Gridflow also. This application is mainly focusing on enhancing the cash flow of the business. And Ranjan?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Thanks, Shavana, for sharing. Yeah. So for now, I'll be talking to you for an application called Vapar. We all know that WhatsApp has become an our easy tool and go-to kind of communication on our day-to-day activities. So being in MSME segment, how we can use this WhatsApp to enhance our business relationships, at the same times, kind of find a channel to increase our sales. So I can just share, talk about Vapar. Vapar app contains all the tools you need to create your business page. So which talks about your business, efficiently communicate with your business contacts. So it talks about efficient way. That means we are managing your contacts, as well as manage your sales pipeline, build an e-commerce store at a very, very minimal cost, and WhatsApp enabled store. So like I was telling you, it's an e-commerce store. So we need not worry about creating a different web domain and all that stuff. We can create using our WhatsApp domain, and manage your B2B and B2C customers. Most of the customers, most of the clients who walk in, will be unable to track them, right? So once we are able to manage their contacts, we can share what exactly is happening with our business, any new product developments, any surveys that we wanted to do, any feedbacks for the products that we have developed. So those things can be really utilized through this channel. And it's a very, very low cost model that, you can create your own store without any development, as I said. Cost, no configuration cost, no hosting or maintenance cost, no tech infrastructure required. All at a very, very minimal cost, you can manage your entire show. And this is one example where we are showcasing how you can manage your digital store. Create a fully functional e-commerce store and let your customers place orders with ease. So whatever the products that you wanted to reach out to your prospective clients or contacts, you can share those details. And even in fact, since we are creating an e-store, we can even grab the attention of orders also for online. So this is one channel where you can maximize or say increase your sales funnel, right? Product listing with multiple images, no complex setup process, a link for your store to take orders, accept orders directly on WhatsApp. So as I said, like WhatsApp has become a go-to tool or everyday ease of tool that we are using, and we can maximize being in this particular sector. We can maximize to reach our customers very easily. Yes, sir. Right. So these are some of the top features that to talk about. Some are that quick replies that you can manage effectively. Yes, we are using WhatsApp, some of some of you might be using WhatsApp business accounts. But as I said, if you are effectively managing and distributing your contacts accordingly, you can manage them with quick replies, save messages and media pertaining to those particular contacts, build customer profile. For example, you can categorize people belonging with the same, kind of a taste or say interest. You can target them with those set of products and features. And tags. Tags are basically that, you can manage your communications more effectively. Also the sales funnel, as I said, and it just happens with an auto sync of contacts with your existing WhatsApp account. Yeah. So the next important application, we wanted to share with you is UBI attendance. During this pandemic, it was a big challenge for every company to track and manage the attendance of their, employee, their workforce, right? We wanted, to ease with the, with this particular solution, kind of minimize the burden for or manage for all the MSMEs, that is employee tracking. Even at a remote locations, you can track where exactly your employees are located. And during this pandemic times, where we cannot use the thumb impression or whatever it is for taking the attendance into the count, we can use our face recognition to mark, our attendance. Geofencing is something that, we can demark an employee to a particular, location. For example, if you have a sales force, guys, you have divided into territories. You are dividing each employee into a certain territory. You can see if people have logged in and logged out into that geofence area or not. So what exactly is happening is we are actually enhancing the productivity of the workflows that we have deployed, right? So leave and time off. So, at what time these people have punched in and punched out, and how many, leave management system will be there. And even if you want to assign certain clients to the your sales force, right, to the assigned territory, you can even do that. Right? You can manage team attendance. You can even track visits. You can even, manage a shift planner, and you can in fact, track department wise what is the attendance function instead of a consolidated report, right? So you can do which department, there is a lag in attendance, what is the area of focus, and you can even plan for your shift planner also for those in the manufacturing segment. So coming to the last solution that we have is GST Suvidha Provider, GSP Solutions. So it's completely cloud-based solution developed by TCS team, and the advantages that we have here is unlike we have one advantage is like multiple GSTNs. So I am present, for example, say in Hyderabad. I have my sales operations in Tamil Nadu and even in Karnataka. So what I can do is all those multiple GSTNs can be functioned in one single login. I need not create multiple logins for each GSTN. Under one PAN, I can do that. What is that I can do in GST filing? GSTR 1, 3B, ITC 4, 6, 7, 9, and 9C, and 2A, 2B reconciliation, and PAN-based reconciliation. So PAN-based reconciliation will actually give you more insights what exactly is happening to your business. Also, the best part is if there are any vendors of yours or say any transactions where they haven't filed the invoices or transactions that you have done, you can simply send a kind of a mail or a message through our platform itself, right? And you can also do business or branch-wise upload and reconciliation. And as I said, we can upload multi-GSTN data. And thanks to the TCS servers, we don't restrict in the data quantity or the size of the data. Any number, since the product is being designed equally for maintenance of large enterprises, we can accommodate any size of the data for entering into this GST filing. Get multi-month GSTR 1 versus 3B and some reports, health check reports, which will help keep track of our businesses. What exactly is happening with our business? What is the control that we have? Any corrections that can be made? So there are various types of reports, even 23 types of reconciliation that data will be there. That will help your business and modify accordingly and correct the approach that we are having on a day-to-day operations. Right? Yeah. Yes. So most importantly, all these products have been designed keeping the MSME segment in mind, and at a functional level we have operated, and now we are happy to hear any questions that you people have.
Thank you very much, team from TATA nexarc, and I think you can close this slide so that anybody can open up their video. They can mute, unmute, and present. Anyway, thank you very much again. This next 15 minutes, next 20 minutes, we can have a very interactive Q&A session with the entire TATA nexarc team. In fact, I would say, like, after hearing your presentation for last 35 minutes, I could find that it is not knowledge that you are sharing. Actually, you are sharing tools. This is the most important for MSME organizations, because we have heard so much knowledge transfer in the past. MSMEs are really tired of only receiving knowledge. They want handy, right away they can just go across and start implementing certain tools which can impact their business. So one thing which I found interesting is right from WhatsApp marketing to GST, and you have covered. It's a length and breadth for MSMEs, actually speaking, including HR and Vyapar and all that, ARCA and all that. So over to all the participants, dear entrepreneurs, members of our chamber, please feel free, post your question in the chat box, or you can unmute and then directly talk to them. Already 2 people have actually inquired, and you have responded already on the chat while the session was on. So thank you very much. Anybody? Let me just start with my first question. Is that is this can this service taken to all the service industry, a small service organizations, people who offer professional services? They don't have inventory. A couple of services, like, they don't need it actually. ARCA is not required straight away. Let's say, for example, let's say 5-member team, 10-member team, typically a micro and small. So they may not even require attendance, because they see all the 5 people face to face all the time. So is there a possibility where they can take only 1 or 2 services and start utilizing it, or they are compulsorily have to have all the application to be signed?
No, sir. Actually, it is not that you'll have to go for the. Sorry, am I audible now?
Yes. Yeah, please.
Yeah, okay. So it is not that compulsory that you have to go for all the applications. So it is based on the need. So whatever is your organization or whatever is your existing process demands, so you can very well go for it. So as you rightly mentioned, organization to organization, the priority differs, right? So based on the priority and the situation demands and the business demands, you can very well work on it, and we will be happy to guide you on that.
All right. Thank you so much. I guess some chat.
Please indicate the cost of the.
Yeah. So straight jump to the bottom
also,
line.
Just to add, sir, just to add a point to Sarvana, all the products are giving solutions at a functional level. So like you said, I might not require an inventory solution, but I might require some other solution. So we can do that at a functional level. Great.
So one of the member asked for a costing aspect, the fee aspect for the Vyapar, I think Mr. Ravi Kumar asked. Yeah.
I would like to take that question, sir. So for Vyapar, we have multiple pricing. So if we talk about our premium plan, which is around 4,000 for inclusive of all the taxes for 3 years.
Okay.
That's the plan. Yeah, that's the cost.
Great. It is really meaningful to MSMEs. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
You're not dropping bombshells.
No, it's a cost-effective solution.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much, madam. The another question before somebody asked, like MSMEs typically, if you look at it, people use Tally, for example, for accounting, and inventory they may use only the Excel, for example. I'm looking at from a very, very ordinary, humble organization. They don't have a big system and things like that. They may have computers, okay, 1 or 2 computers, all that. The proprietor might have a laptop with internet connection, a very basic system. So can it be integrated, the existing Tally application that they use, so they can parallelly run the legacy application, or how do you really suggest as a solution, as a comprehensive solution over the period of time?
Yes, since you mentioned with ARCA, inventory in Excel, right? So we can very well integrate it, because see, when it comes to ARCA, we are integrating with the existing application, which is Tally through Tally connector. So, and here the Tally connector operates in 2 ways. So whatever the entries which you are making it in the Tally, again, it gets reciprocated in the ARCA application. And whatever the changes, what you're doing in the ARCA application, again, which get reciprocated in the Tally also. Say, why we are doing is that, say, maybe as you rightly mentioned that Tally has been into the organization for almost 5 years, people get used to that modules and everything. So on a day or overnight, getting into a new application would be surprising for them. So just to enhance that, we are supporting this one through Tally connectors.
Just adding to what actually Savana shared. So even the application like CredFlow, which is on the receivable management, sir. So in that also we have a direct integration with Tally.
Right.
So your report for receivables is actually pulled from Tally. The data comes from Tally, and then accordingly the MIS is shown, and further action is taken, whether the payment link is sent and all of that. Even the GST filing solution that we have from TCS Ion, even in that we directly take the Excel output of Tally system. So the JSON file that you export on the GSTR1 or even GSTR for your purchases as well, GSTR2, both can be directly imported into the solution. So without any manual changes to be done in the Excel also. So most of these solutions, wherever there will be a possibility of talking to Tally and integrating with Tally, we will have that option available, sir.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Parag Kumar asked, like in the chat box, if somebody is not using Tally,
We can use these applications, sir, on a standalone basis as well. Like if they are using Tally, we can integrate with Tally. But if not, they can use these applications as a standalone applications as well.
perhaps
They're still sufficient applications. Yeah.
Perhaps this question is like if they are using some other application. I mean, I just only as a placeholder I mentioned Tally. I mean, any application, any accounting software that they use, they can actually integrate it with the Tata nexarc platform, if my understanding is correct.
Yeah. Hello, sir. This is Gautam from Tata nexarc. So ideally, CredFlow as an application is already integrated with Tally, only Tally as of now. But they're also working to integrate with other softwares such as Busy and Mark, which will take say 6 to 12 months. But the timeline cannot be committed. But yes, as a progressive this one, they're working on integrating with other softwares also. But currently they are with Tally.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I think we have another question coming up, I guess. I have Tally. I can use Vyapar only for online. Okay, for online reports being viewed. This is a question actually to Tata team. I have Tally. Can I use Vyapar only for online reports being viewed?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. You can do that.
All right. Thank you. So any other questions from members? So I'll move on to my question now. These applications like Vyapar, Arca, and Vipar, and the attendance solution and GST, host of services that you offered, the very key essential element which MSME is in lookout for is always funding. In one of your slides, Mr. Munish has mentioned about it. getting finance. So what sort of funding support you can facilitate in this platform once they become member of yours?
So maybe I'll take that question up, sir. So first of all, this is something that we are yet to introduce on the platform. So what we are actually going to introduce is that the finance option will be available to the MSMEs, right? Depending upon the verification score actually that they would have already created on our platform, right? It's in a way, the similar documents that actually you are submitting to the banks today, right? And this will be facilitated through the, partnerships that we will have. And to begin with, we will start with the Tata Group companies. The finance Tata Group companies that we have, through them, we are going to, facilitate this as a beginning. And then as we scale up, obviously, we will have more partners as well. And this will be available at a very, very affordable cost, right? So wherever, you will use our platform, that is one common thread that you will see that, the pricing or the kind of applications we bring, the kind of services we will offer will be reasonable, versus what is available out there. Right. So that is something which I can share on this.
Thank you, Mr. Munish. Connected to this is there is one more question which has come up. Before that, I'll finish my sub question. Like during this while we were planning for this session, so we were talking about with Mr. Jayesh about how to connect the SME exchange platform to the MSME members of our chamber and the entrepreneurial fraternity. So what kind of support would you be able to offer to the members of Tata nexarc over the period of time to be able to put themselves in the orbit of SME exchange platform?
I will take this, Munish. So it's a separate two entity. Tata nexarc is a separate entity and BSE SME. So just to create awareness, as we were discussing with the Andhra chamber, as we are the leading in the South Andhra chamber. So we can organize some good event or webinar with the BSE SME, so that MSMEs who are having a less than 5 crore plus turnover and all, they if they have a profitable turnover of last 3 years, they can list their companies on the SME exchange and raise the funds through the shareholders. So it's kind of without interest, you are getting the money and all that. So there is a provision available in BSE SME. For that, for this webinar and event, we can plan something to create awareness about that SME exchange listing also. It's a separate. Tata nexarc is separate, BSE SME is separate. But yes, as a partner, as a LOI signed with the Bombay Stock Exchange SME, we can organize joint event or webinar to create awareness about the SME listing. Any questions of your members may have regarding listing, what are the process and all documented and all. So SME exchange executives can guide them.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. So there is a question. There are a couple of questions have come up. So let me read. Mr. Dilip Kumar said, like, we are into selling under too many online platforms. How can we integrate the inventory of all the platforms being sold and stock in, stock out?
Yes, so sir, I will take that question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so sir, we have this ARCA inventory which Ranjit spoke about that can help to actually collate and collaborate all your inventories across all your offline and online all branches. So complete inventory can be taken care by ARCA. That's the tool that's the solution that we have for it.
Okay, I hope Mr. Dilip Kumar got an answer for this. And another question is Mr. Tyagi. How is our tenders quotations platform of nexarc different from GEM, the government portal, GEM platform, government marketplace?
Probably I can take that up. So, sir, this is a very common question actually that we hear in the market, right? Not only GEM portal, there are other private platforms as well who offer tender services. So how we are different is one, we are actually aggregating all the tenders that are available in India, right? So a tender which is not there on GEM portal, right, which is not through a government offering, you today have to go to multiple platforms, right, to see like a institutional tender or say a Tata tender also. So here in one place, you are able to see all the tenders, right? That is the first and major benefit. The second part is that there are more than 100,000 tenders that are posted daily in India, right? It's a very high number, and for a business owner, they don't have time to actually go through all the tenders and go through all the different websites where tenders are listed, right? So what we do is, since we have created we will create your profile on our platform, which will have your industry details, which will have your, say an employee strength, the type of product services you offer, location, everything, right? So I talked about, the smartness that we bring in through our platform, that we will give you a list of just 10 to 15 tenders daily in your email inbox, right? Or even in your dashboard, where we, as per us, those will be the relevant tenders for you, right? So you just have to, business owner just has to log into the platform, go through those tenders in like 5 to 10 minutes, and then decide whether they want to pursue one of those tenders, right? So it's a curated information that we are trying to provide versus, versus a Google where everything is listed, right? So that is the major benefit that we bring in. And what we are also going to add going forward is, we are also going to help facilitate the application of a tender. So that is also something which we are thinking of bringing in. Work is already happening on that. So once you decide that, okay, you want to apply for a tender, then we will have someone walk you through how to apply for the tender, what documents will you require. So those aspects also we will cover. And even GEM tenders will be covered in that.
Great, Mr. Munish. Mr. Munish, this is one of the very vital aspect we encounter with the MSME entrepreneurs all the time. That there are a lot of tenders, but I don't have access to tenders because I cannot understand. I don't understand, and I need somebody to really help me out. This is what many entrepreneurs used to ask. So thank you very much for nexarc to come up with this solution. Kindly include regional languages for while explaining these to the people, so that they can comfortably go ahead with that. Just not only English, So you can consider that request. And all the members, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Anand, just to your question, Pearl, correct me if I'm just add on in this. So very soon we are going to launch this service also. We will do the handholding to the MSMEs for the applying tenders and all.
Absolutely, you're right.
So you can share the leads, you can share the mobile number and email ID. We will connect with our team and they will handle them.
Yes,
it can be the paid service, but Paul, you can take this question.
Sure. So for tenders and quotations, sir, we are having a pilot right now run. It is an initial team that we have set up. So anything around applying of the tenders and quotations, we will be able to help. We will be able to take the customer or the business owner through each and every step. So there probably it will be a paid service, as Jayesh rightly mentioned, but we will be there and happy to help.
Excellent. The market linkage is what ultimately important for MSMEs, because otherwise they are operating silos and not be able to really connect with the real potential market. So thank you very much. And all the members who are here, please see the chat box. There is a link provided by Tata nexarc team. First of all, we have to become a member of this platform, Tata Business Hub. The first and foremost activity is all of us, all the 50 people who are attending here, all your other colleagues, the business network entrepreneurs, please spread this word. Let them first become part of this platform. Unless they are part of the platform, the engagement doesn't happen. Somebody is available there, out there in nexarc to engage with us. See, already there are five team members from Tata nexarc joined this program, and which means that the entire team is ready to support. But only thing is we should be there. So the link is provided. You just click through. There's a Google form. Fill it up immediately. And I would like to ask one more final question from my end. It's like to become a member of this platform, I don't think you are going to charge, right? It's a free of cost, right? If my understanding is correct. So can you please throw some light on MSME becoming a member of this platform, and what are the benefits that he or she will enjoy without any commercial aspects, strings attached?
Sure. So, sir, I'll take that question, and actually that question had come up earlier as well. See, basically, first of all, today there is no charge for the registration that happens on the platform, right? there is completely no charge, right? And even in future, right, to access the platform, to become a member of the platform as a registered entity, it will remain free. Okay. And you can access, the articles that our team posts, and obviously experts are also posting those articles, and the list of registered businesses that is also accessible. Right. Those are some of the things that will remain free. Right. Now, coming to the tenders and quotations module, right? There is a complete module that we have created that applies the logic of matching your profile to the tenders and then subsequent action items. Right now, on that, I want to share and openly, transparently share that today we are keeping it free of charge, right? As a promotional offer, right? We are still, new with the offering out there. However, it will be a paid offering in the future, in the near future, I would say. And whenever it becomes paid, right, that will also be coming to the MSMEs as a very, very reasonable cost, right? So that is one thing I definitely want to assure on behalf of Tata nexarc team. And again, the pricing will be, lesser to what actually you see out there through the different players that are available. So those are some of the things we can immediately share. And regarding applications that we have, obviously, every application has a different price. But again, as Pearl also mentioned, we have multi-year packages where you get more discount, right? All of those can be discussed. And what we are doing through this link is we are just trying to collect the basic details so that we will also have a one-to-one meeting arranged, right? It could happen either virtually or physically. For cities like Chennai, Hyderabad, and Bangalore, and even in North and West, we have teams already. We are present in more than 11 cities already. So we will arrange an in-person meeting, and for the other cities where the members are based, we will do a virtual session as we are doing now. So we will be happy to help the members there as well.
Right. Just to add to what Mr. Munish mentioned, we just don't sell the solutions, but we also help the customers to easily get onboarded on those applications as well. So we have a proper support team which is available to help the customers who are new to the platform, who are new to the solution, to help them initial onboarding, and probably even if they have some issues around while using the solution, then also we are there to help them. So it's an end-to-end solution that we provide, not just selling of the solutions here.
Great. So thank you so much. And you are not only onboarding the passengers in Air India, you're also onboarding MSME. So thank you so much for that. And there's one question which has come up from Madam Sujata. She mentioned that I have a question like, I'm into learning and development, training business. How do you see I can benefit with respect to tenders?
Again, I'll just go ahead and give a response to that. So how actually, ma'am, you can get benefited is that in our tenders and quotations module, we have a search bar, right? In which you can mention the keywords which you would like to actually search the tenders for. These keywords could be linked to, say, learning and development. It could be linked to the industry. It could be linked to a particular product or a service also. Right. For example, if you want to search for like a paint, right, or you want to search for an electronic component, so you can just type the name of that and you will get the tenders which are looking for, or the quotations which are looking for that particular product. So even for learning and development, if somebody has posted a requirement that I want to train my pan India team, say 500, 1000 people, and these are my requirements, you will be able to find that opportunity, that quotation or that requirement within the the search bar itself. So once you search for it, you will get the relevant tenders listed there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Munish. And I think we have come to the end of the session. So it's exactly 1 hour we have planned. It's almost exactly 1 hour over. Final point here to all the members. The first one is, I think the take home is, first we have to become part of nexarc, Tata nexarc platform, TBH. So I think you can click through the Google form, and or if you have any support required, you can always be in touch with us. Andhra Chamber of Commerce, our madam is there, Secretary General, Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi. we will help you out to go through
Definitely.
this onboarding process. And number two, TBH also has a lot of advisors on the board. And for each domain, they are actually adding more and more experts in the panel. So anytime you can always connect with them for any kind of support. In fact, they are doing right now piloting. I am also part of it. So quite a lot of pilot work is happening. I mean, 30 minutes, 45 minutes call with the MSME owners. Very focused discussion is happening. That's a welcome sign. So let us make use of this opportunity. And you be in touch with Andhra Chamber because we are now partnered with the TATA nexarc team. So we'll be able to facilitate all our members to get benefited from this. Over to Madam Vijayalakshmi.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And I would like to first thank Mr. M. K. Anand because he was the one who brought us this contact of Mr. Jayesh to the chamber. And then to the Jayesh for bringing us to this level because, we first, when we met, we didn't have any idea, but after we had an initial meeting at the president's office, immediately I could register with the platform. And we find it very useful because, I've also sent the budget article to TATA nexarc. I think it was published. So through that, we get some lot of contacts. So like that, when our members come and say that we have registered this and to this, we got this business, we will be the first person to be happy. So I thank Mr. Munish and his team very much, very well explained. I think the creation of Google form is very interesting because, it is easy for the participants today to register immediately. So thank you very much. It was a very great presentation, and the initiative of Tata is, of course, a great pride and more than anything. So I request all the members to please join immediately to the platform. And this digital platform definitely will fetch you more business, we are sure. And tenders and quotations, as Ms. Pearl was saying, it is not that they are just selling the solution. They are doing the hand-holding support. That is more important in today's scenario. So we request you to please avail this service as well as avail the facilities in the digital platform. Thank you one and all for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the TATA nexarc, I would like to, thank Mr. Anand, Ms. Vijayalakshmi, and the entire Andhra Chamber of Commerce team, and also the esteemed members who were able to find time and actually join and hear us. So really looking forward to interact more.
Sorry, we have an e-memento to present to the team today. Sorry, 1 second. We would like to present an e-memento, which was again initiated by Mr. Anand.
I'm actually waiting for it.
Yeah, sorry, I missed it.
Yeah.
Since we heard only Mr. Munish's name, we have put his name and his team under the team because we didn't get the others' names actually. So we have put this way. So we will be sending this by mail. So thank you very much for the excellent presentation, Mr. Munish and his team. And it was a very detailed one. So I'm sure that the participants would have got very good information today. Thank you.
Yeah, and just to add, Vijayalakshmi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's a good idea. You are sending the e-memento. At the same, you attach that link also, which will drive the registration. So your member will get benefited and they will get automatically tagged with the Andhra Chamber of Commerce. So whatever future activity we plan, they get benefited with the Andhra Chamber.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Take care. Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.